What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of B is for Build. We're going all out on this one. We're finishing the Gambler cars. As you can see, we're in the paint booth. We're actually getting a really late start today because of some technical difficulties around the heat. It was too hot for me to work. So Eric's prepped up the car. We're gonna do a lot of things today. We're gonna be painting the roll cage of the Vette Kart. We're gonna be painting parts of the Mercedes. We're gonna be building some front lip stuff for the Mercedes. It's gonna be really good, and by the end of this, you'll get to see what our Gambler cars are gonna look like. Stay tuned. So Eric has actually spent quite a bit of time preparing this car for paint already, and we're just trying to paint the roll cage. So we're actually painting the roll cage Mercedes Obsidian Black, which is the same color as the black on the Mercedes. Since they're both kind of made and created at the same time, I thought it'd be cool for them to have a matching element. So Eric has scratched up all of the steel right here with some steel wool. He has rubbed it down with acetone, which is essentially a wax and grease remover. And then we are gonna do some kind of on-the-fly masking, and we're gonna be painting this with a single stage paint, again that Obsidian Black, and we're going to be using a detail gun this time instead of the big, you know, the big boy guns. We're not going to be using a gun this big. It's going to be much smaller. You'll see it in my hand, and we're going to just be coming through and basically using this piece of cardboard and a couple sets of hands, and we'll go like that and set it around and then paint, and then flip it over and do the other side and stuff like that. I think we're about ready. We'll give you guys an update once we get about halfway done. We're halfway done on the first coat. It's coming out really good. It looks nice. We've had, you know, a couple little slip ups and then we've just kind of repainted over them, but you know, we're obviously not going for like a mirror finish on this, but overall very happy with the way that it's turning out. It looks really good. The color is really good. It definitely complements the car, and yeah, it's turned out really stellar. So we're on our way to the back now. I gave it a little sack tap on accident over there, so we're gonna have to clean that up, go through here, get this whole back area cleaned up, and then paint up the back and the back bumper, and then it's on for the second coat. The roll cage paint job is complete. It came out really good. We're really happy about it. We'll show you more when it's dry and we get it outside. It's dried up for about 35-40 minutes right now, so it's dust free and everything, but let's give it some more time. While that dries up, let's go work on the Mercedes. All right, we're shifting gears to the Mercedes. People have commented, and I completely agree, we just need some more stuff on the front. Now, it might break off on the rally, but it might not. Either way, we gotta try our best and actually, you know, make this thing look good to start. That's why it's the Gambler. You build cool stuff. That's the gambling part, is it might break or whatever. Might not make it on the trip, but we're gonna build some cool crap in the front. We have absolutely no idea what we're gonna do. I've got an idea of, like, Mercedes have this cool kind of pinpoint that happens right here. I'd like to maybe try and accentuate that in some way, but I really got no idea. It's gonna be made out of sheet metal. It's gonna look cool. It's gonna match the theme of that stuff over there. We're gonna get started. All right, well, we've got a plan. It looks a little goofy right now because we've only built basically the upper piece, but like I mentioned, we're gonna accentuate the Mercedes kind of front point piece that the car has going directly down the middle. Then it kind of comes off, dives down, then cuts back, where we're gonna then meet up with the side skirt as well. So we've done this side of it. Then we're gonna mirror that side and come over here with that, and then we'll build the lower like last level, which will connect into that. So it looks goofy right now, but it's coming along. Very similar to the whole rest of the car. We are for sure going to be burning the midnight oil on this one. We spent a lot of time on this, but it came out looking really, really awesome. This thing just looks mean. It fits the theme with all the welds, all the awesome like weld burns and everything. They look really good. We did 3 posts to hold that lower down piece. It gets it close enough to the ground that it looks low, but I also don't think it'll scrape too much. All it's going to take is one real good scrape and it'll probably rip that whole thing off. But for now, I think that's it. I think we improved it. I think we made it look a lot better. I think it actually, oddly enough, looks Mercedes-like. So that's pretty awesome. Moving on, Eric and I, for the rest of the night, are going to be working together. In separate. And Eric right now is installing the rough country light bar that we took off the FJ Cruiser. He's going to be installing that on the top here. Here's the cage with the new paint outside. It looks almost too good. It looks like we tried really hard. Ain't bad, man. We did good.
I think I'm gonna end up putting one.
Are you gonna do one on the front and one on the?
One on the front, and I'm gonna put that one up top.
Okay, well, dude, go big or go home, right? So Eric's gonna go ahead and do one on the front and one on the top right there.
Might as well.
Hell yeah, man. All right, things are gonna get a little strange since it's pitch black outside. I completely forgot I need to paint part of the Mercedes. The part that I primered over black, I want that to be that color. So Eric and I are gonna play a little bit of car magical chairs, I don't know, shuffle car. He's got some weld spots that he would like painted up. So we're gonna mix up the single stage and the gun, spray that, and then we're gonna move the Mercedes in here and spray that. All right, we got the Vette Kart painted and Eric is doing the wiring out there. In here now, we are gonna work on painting the Mercedes. Now, obviously the car needs a wash, but I had to pick what I was gonna do tonight, and I don't have time to do both because I'm running out of time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint tonight, and then I'll make Adrian and Chelsea help me wash the car tomorrow. So we'll do the washing tomorrow. So for tonight, we can go ahead and paint this. So I'm gonna pull off that taillight and paint prep this whole rear area that we're gonna be painting. Due to a few technical difficulties, I was not able to remove the taillight, so I masked it off, and then I cleaned everything up, and then I cleaned everything up again with wax and degreaser. So I'm ready to paint. Obviously it's dirty in the middle because we're not painting that section. We're just painting the spots that are primered up. So we're ready to go. Prepare yourself to be amazed. Maybe. All right, that worked pretty well. You can obviously see like where the misty stuff needs to be wet sanded in, and this whole thing needs to be blended together, but it looks a whole lot better than just that flat primer. This definitely, when you stand further back and are not in a well-lit paint booth, will definitely blend in a lot better. So it looks really good. The next thing I'm gonna do is go around to all the steel on the outside. This is something I already did here as a test piece. You can see how this steel looks a little bit wetter and a little bit more glossy. That's because I clear coated over it. And you clear coat over it, that way it won't rust. I want it to stay the steel color, so we're gonna clear coat all of the steel along the bottom of the car all the way around. All right, my clear coating extravaganza is over. Plenty enough paint fumes for my night. It looks really good though. Doesn't really change the look of the steel any, and I know that it will stay the same color. Meanwhile, Eric finished up on the Vette Kart lighting. Damn, the switches are installed very nicely. Eric did that really nice and clean in Eric's style. Now let's go ahead and look at some of the lighting. So, top one, yep, that works. And then the bottom one, that works too. It looks really cool. Hang on, put them both on again. It looks really cool with them stacked like that. Could you imagine, like, that'd look mean coming at you. Damn, that's really, really cool. Great job, Eric. I am happy for you to have that many lumens on the Gambler. All right, and with that, Eric is out of here. He starts the Gambler at 5 a.m. tomorrow, which is 6 hours from now. Let her rip. All right, Eric is out of here, and I need to be not far behind if I'm gonna be gambling tomorrow morning. So one of the things that I've been wanting to do real bad is to clean up this cut space right here. So I've got a piece of molding off of a door trim or something. This is a piece of molding off the M5 that's gonna be real good for this piece right here, except for it's got that little notch right there. So I'm gonna grab the cutoff wheel, cut that off of both sides, then we'll go ahead and lay that in there. And then I got another piece that has kind of a, I don't know, one of those things, and I'm gonna lay that inside this piece, so they should kind of meet up and run all the way across. That right there looks like some legitimate sized convertible trim right there. That looks good. Feels nice. Perfect. So I need to paint the raw steel here and here, and I'm gonna come in with a cutoff wheel over there, clean those edges up, and paint all of the inside of this. I got some of that color match spray paint. I know we got a lot of weird painting going on today. I got some of that color match spray paint stuff that'll be very close to the color on the interior. So I'm gonna come in with the cutoff wheel, clean up the edges, and paint so everything matches. Brilliant! Cleaned up the top rails, just trying to make them look a lot less conspicuous. I don't want them to stand out that much, just want it to look like one solid railing. That worked out well. Molding worked out well, and then while I was here, I also, if you guys remember, there's a lot of silver stuff and then wire sticking out. Painted around where we welded the pole in, kept the bar, it's a little dark looking right now, kept the bar steel, but then painted around it, and then painted all of these things that were raw steel colored, the black color as well. So, ooh, I don't want to step on that. Get out of the way. Oh God. So that's it. That's a wrap. Let's load it up, see if it makes it home. My first drive was really fun. This car is so cool, man. It drives great, drives fantastic. It was great getting here, very comfortable, very windy, but very comfortable, and a little scary because it's just so new, like looking to the left and seeing just raw ground. But man, both these cars, after I did the work in the front of this car, so happy with the way it looks. Like, it needed more stuff in the front, put some good time into the front, and I'm so happy with the way it looks. I may do some fine tuning, you know, over the next however long that I have this car, but I'm really happy with the way that it is right now. It just goes to show, guys, like, do not let anybody tell you you shouldn't do something if you want to do it, or that you can't do something, or what you know, like what you want to do is stupid. Like, in the end, it's been less than 14 days, less than 2 weeks, and Eric and I have built 2 cars that turn heads like nobody's business. And this is what it's all about. I mean, so the Gambler is all about showing kind of your style, showing off, you know, kind of your idea or your fun thing to do with a car to other people that are going to have all sorts of goofy cars. And you'll see that in the next episode, and you'll see how cool our cars like really look. And it's just it's just so awesome. It's so good. So you know, it's not everybody's style, right? It's not what everybody would do with their one car. But if you had 10 like me, maybe you would have one goofy one that's ridiculous like this one. It breaks necks, guys. You don't get it. There's not another CLS 550 in the world that'll get more attention than this car. That's just plain and simple. So I'm really happy about it. Thank you guys so much for watching all of these episodes, and hate it or not, I really hope you guys watch our Gambler episode. Oftentimes we make these builds and then we go on the event and it's like the best time, but people don't really care to watch the event. So please watch the event. There are going to be thousands of cars that are all, you know, supposed to be built and themed and crazy like these ones. They're not going to be as crazy because we're BS for Build and we do it our own special version of crazy, but they'll be crazy enough. And so please tune in for that. So it's Thursday right now. We go, whoa, lost focus, sorry. It's Thursday right now. We go on the event on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'll put out the next episode on Monday. So you'll see this episode on Friday. Next episode will be on Monday. thank you guys so much for watching. And then after these builds, obviously we're back on the Datsun. So everybody's wondering like what's going on. The Z is being shipped here, and then we'll be back on it. So thank you guys so much for watching. bsforbuild.com if you want some merch. bsforbuild on Instagram, and if you're going on the Gambler and you're watching this maybe on the Gambler or whatever, follow our Instagram. Just watch the Instagram if you want to know where we're at. I'll be posting our stories, all sorts of updates. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace!
Come on!